Namaste, yogis. Welcome to practice. Today we're going to start lying down on our back. So I'm going to invite you to have a blanket today. You can also use a towel. And this is a shoulder stand fold, usually folded in half like this, but we're going to unfold it completely so it's at its long length, or at least it's folded in half. And then we're going to roll it by eighths. So it has a little width. It's not like round like a roll, a little width. And you'll roll it all the way to its end. And then we're going to place it at the top 2/3 of your mat. So that when you come to sit, the tailbone will be on the floor, but it'll be right up against the blanket. And as you roll out, as you roll down along onto the blanket, you're going to feel how it supports the length of the spine. Now, if it's comfortable for you, you can take the last end, that last quarter of your blanket, and roll it back and create almost like a pillow for your head or a little support for the cervical spine. And then we're going to bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees open wide. We'll just take a few breaths here, feeling the breath inhale and feeling the breath exhale. And you can feel the support of the blanket and even a sense of the shoulder blades almost draping across or down the sides of your blanket. Just let yourself be supported, feeling very relaxed. We'll take a couple more breaths here. And when you're ready, we're going to bring the knees together. And I'd like you to reach the arms up and over the head, maybe even reaching really long. And as you do, let the heels reach long away from you. And we'll soften the arms again, so there's no tension in the neck, but certainly no pinching in the shoulder head. So the palms may be faced open. And flex the toes strongly back towards your feet. And as you do, engage your quads, and we're going to turn on the arms a little bit. So interlace the hands, and for most of us that means we have to bring the triceps up towards the ears. And I'd like you to bring the hands behind the head here. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to lift up. Beautiful. Let the thigh bones move down to the earth. Let the thigh bones move down here. And then inhale, we're going to lengthen out. It's okay if your blanket unrolls. And then exhale, come up again. Inhaling, lengthen out. So more than just dropping the head down, you're actually growing longer. Move the heels long away from you and exhale, come up again. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lifting. We'll take one more. Inhale, lengthen out. And then exhale, lift. We're just going to pause. And I want you to imagine you could take your thigh bones down to the earth. And then reach again through the heels, reach through the arms, really long pencil stretch. And as you exhale, bring the fingers straight up to the ceiling. And then lift up, arms about 45 degrees, lift up so the shoulder blades come off your blanket. And then if you want to add a little intensity, we're going to take the arms back by a quarter, back by the ears. Maybe back by another quarter. Keep the core engaged. And maybe the arms all the way back by the ears. Reach long. Strong legs, thigh bones down. Take one more breath. Beautiful. Exhale, reaching forward. Maybe coiling up, curling up. And when you get to a long, tall stand, reach arms way up to the sky like you could touch the ceiling. Exhale, fold in, maybe touch the toes. Let's release some of that work. Good job. Starting with the core straight away today. We're going to set the blanket to the side. When you're ready, swing the legs around. We're going to bring the hands squarely underneath the shoulders and the knees right under the hips for today. When you're ready, inhale, lift the heart. A couple of cat-cows, exhale, round. And just following your own breath as you pulse through this lifting sternum. And as you exhale, can you feel where that blanket was, almost lifting the spine, right there where that blanket was? Slide the sternum through, steadying the arms. Feel the belly dome in and up as you round. We'll take just a couple more. Inhale, lift the heart, curl the toes under here, and then take the hips up and back, straight to the sky. Adho Mukha Svanasana is downward facing dog. And then spread the toes and sink the heels. And just press down through the arms, similar to like where we were able to reach long when we were on the blanket on the floor. Can you feel that same reach here, straight down through the hands? Then we're going to shift forward for plank pose. Nice. Just steady in the breath. Feel the back of the heart full and broad in between the shoulder blades. Shift forward onto the toes and lower all the way down to the earth. Nice. We're going to extend the left arm here. Left arm straight out like you could touch the wall in front of you, and then roll onto your left side. I'm going to invite you to place your right hand on your hip and then straight up to the sky. Turning the palm towards the wall behind you, reaching the arm over, and notice if that right hip wants to tilt back. Can you let it tilt forward, stacking right hip on top of left? Feel how that activates the core. Lift the belly to the heart, turn the tailbone to the heels, toes strongly back towards the hips. And in one breath, come onto the belly, swim the arms behind you, interlace the fingers, and lift the chest. Lift the crown of the head, but press 10 toenails strongly into the earth. Into cobra hands, and pressing straight back into child's pose. Deep breath through the back body. Inhale, shifting forward, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're just going to pedal it out here. So maybe bending that left knee, feeling the right heel sink. Bending right knee, left heel sink. Beautiful. And then again, bending left knee, right heel sinking down and switching sides. Until you come right to neutral and then slide again forward into plank pose. You're feeling that steadiness in the legs. Can you lift the thigh bones to the ceiling like you were able to descend them to the earth? Shoulder blades away from the ears. Shift forward, lower all the way to the ground, and let's uncurl the toes. Extend the right arm forward and roll onto your right side. And then notice if that left hip is tilted back. I'd like you to let it wrap forward. We're going to take the left arm straight to the sky. Turn the palm to the wall behind you. Let it reach over. And notice if you could lift the back ribs up any amount, turning the tailbone to the heels. And then reach the heels strongly away from the arms and the arms strongly away from the heels. Take one more breath. Notice that sense of congruency, sense of Tadasana here. And when you're ready, in one breath, onto the belly. Swim the arms behind you, interlace them the opposite way, so non-dominant cross. And then could you lift the back of the skull off the cervical spine? Bringing the hands under the shoulders, pressing back again, child's pose. Leave the toes curled under if you can. And then right away, launch into plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. And then take a deep breath in here. And lift the heels up so you're right onto the balls of the feet. And as you exhale, turn both heels to the left and bend the knees. Stretch through the side waist. Inhale, come up. drop the heels to the right and stretch through the side waist. Beautiful. Inhale, come way up, way up. Exhale, left side, bend the knees, stretch. Into right side, exhale, bend the knees, stretch. And then inhale, come onto the balls of the feet, and exhale, sink the heels down equally. We're going to slowly walk the feet to the hands for today. And then just fold down the legs. You can hold on to the elbows, let the head hang. So a nice sense of just deeply unwinding. When you're ready, rolling up, letting the arms reach to the sky at the top. Bringing the hands to namaste. Inhale, arms raise. Exhale and fold. Lift the spine here, and we'll fold again. Exhale. Half sun salutations. Inhale, arms raise. Hands to the heart. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale, feel that plank quality in the back as you lift and then fold in. All the way to stand, bend the knees as needed and bring the hands to the heart. Beautiful. One more. Exhaling, diving down, folding over the legs. Inhale, shoulder blades away from the ears. Exhale, step back, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Shifting forward, Chaturanga Dandasana, upward facing dog or cobra always, and then exhale, downward facing dog, and just breathing. So now we're moving into what is the art of steadiness. Just checking out, can you totally come home? Can you land completely in this pose, in this practice, in this moment? Take a breath. When you're ready, either step or float the feet to the hands and fold in. All the way to rise, inhaling, exhaling, hands to the heart. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, go long. Exhale, step back, plank pose, moving through Chaturanga, Vinyasa, upward dog, and downward facing dog. And then again, feel that push with the arms, but not so much that it comes up around the ears, still lengthening shoulder blades away from the ears. Pelvis to the sky, one more breath. Beautiful. When you're ready, bend the knees to the top and fold. All the way to rise, inhaling, and to the heart, exhaling. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or float it back. Moving through Vinyasa, always an option to move straight to downward facing dog as you're ready. Nice. On your next breath, let's inhale. We're going to take the right leg into the air. Feel the length from the heel to the hand. And then notice if the hips have swiveled. Go ahead and pull that left hip back in space. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose. Inhale, take the leg high. And let's step forward for lunge. Drop the back heel down. Inhale, warrior one. Beautiful. Reach through the fingers. Feel the pelvis descend at an equal rate. Release the hands to the earth and step the left foot up. Beautiful. Inhale, chair pose, bend the knees. Reaching, exhale and fold. Get long here. Step or float it back. Vinyasa, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then sink the heels again and let the left leg rise into the air. And as you exhale, you're going to use that exhale to pull the leg through, really round in, knee to nose. Inhale, leg high. Exhale, step forward. Turn the back heel to the earth and let the arms raise. And just feel the connection from the back heel to the fingertips. Like the work of this pose is moving the energy into the grounding quality of the back leg, even as you reach to the sky. Step the right foot up to meet the left. Chair pose is Utkatasana. Reach through fingers all the way to stand, hands to the heart. Beautiful. When you're ready, let's grab a block. We're going to place it into our hands, holding on to the inner webbing, index finger and thumb. And then take the arms straight forward, kind of like when we were laying on our backs. And then take the arms up about a quarter of the way. Wrap the triceps under, feel the shoulder blades come around the back body. And take it up about another quarter of the way. And when you've reached about as far as you can up without opening the elbows, bend the elbows back 90 degrees. And then see if you can lift the back ribs off the pelvis, turn the tailbone to the heels and reach up through the elbows. Reach up through the elbows, but hug those front ribs down. Now reach the arms long into the sky, but ground down through the heels. 2 directions, 2 lines, moving heels to the earth, fingers to the sky. And then come a quarter of the way down, a quarter of the way down, a quarter of the way right to neutral. Good job. And then let's let that go. Set the block beside. Inhale, arms raising. Chair pose. Exhale and fold. Inhale, find your length. When you're ready, step back, right foot. Grab your block and place it under your knee, back toes curled under, and inhale, arms raise. Reach from the knee to the fingers and pull the left hip back from the outer left knee to the outer left hip. And release, hands down. Step back, side plank, right hand grounds, left hand rises up. You can leave the block where it is. Take a deep breath in. Beautiful. And when you're ready, exhale, plank pose, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, big exhale. And let's place the block to the side. Beautiful. Inhale, let the right leg rise. Nice. Bring the knee to the nose, exhale. Step the right foot up between the hands, dial the back heel down to the earth, and we're coming up for warrior 1. Then pull the right hip back in space. And when you're ready, we're going to open up for warrior 2, swinging the right arm underneath the left for eagle arms in warrior 2. And you're going to feel here the outer line of energy from the right knee to the right hip move back. And it's going to want to almost take you into the turn with it. But I want you to pull the left ribs around. And then open right arm down, left arm side angle pose. Beautiful. Can you lengthen out through that right waist? Can you lengthen out through the crown of the head? Can you tug the left ribs down? Beautiful. Release the left hand to the earth. Spin the back heel up. We're straightening through both legs. Variation on pyramid pose. Sternum to the toes. Beautiful. And when you're ready, step it up. Fold in. Chair pose is Utkatasana. Excellent. All the way to fold. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, step back, left foot, grab your block. Drop the knee and inhale, lunge. Nice. And then feel from the right waist, lift off that right thigh bone, reaching all the way through the fingertips. All the way from the back ribs. Exhale, hands down. Step back, side plank. Left arm grounded this time. Right arm straight to the air. Slide the sternum through. Roll the inner thighs back. Beautiful. When you're ready, super steady, plank pose, chaturanga, through your vinyasa, downward facing dog. Exhale. Place the block to the side. Inhale, left leg into the air. Exhaling, knee to nose, really squeeze it in, stepping the foot between the hands. Warrior one, back heel spins to the earth. Inhale. When you're ready, open up. Warrior two, this time right arm comes underneath left. And you're going to feel this action. Right shoulder head wraps back even as that left hip wraps under, creating the foundation. Lift your low belly if you can. One more here. When you're ready, come another inch deeper. We're going to open the arms, left hand down, right arm reaching over from the outer edge of the right foot all the way to the right fingertips. Spin the heart to the sky. Lengthen the base of the skull away from the cervical spine. Deep breath there. Exhale, release the hand. We're going to spin the back heel up. Pyramid variation, just like before. Ground through the root of the big toe. Nice. And when you're ready, right foot steps up. And here we go, folding in. Chair pose. Right into our twist this time. As you exhale, let's draw the left shoulder around the left elbow. If you can bring the hand down, go for that. And the right arm is reaching for the sky, right ribs wrapping back. But as you do that, can you also pull the right hip towards the wall behind you? Lengthen the sternum forward, maybe even lean back into the shoulder blades. Can you get longer? Exhale and fold. Beautiful. Chair pose. Utkatasana here. Exhaling. This time right elbow crossing the left knee. Maybe even hand down if you can, but can you pull the right hip back in space? Can you lean back into the shoulder blades? Maybe even roll the inner thighs to the earth a little more, taking one more breath. Notice if anything's a little tight, just breathe space there. Breathe breath there. Exhale and fold in. Inhale all the way to rise. Hands to the heart. Exhale. Inhaling, arms raising. Beautiful. Reach for the sky. Chair pose. From the hips to the fingers, exhale and fold. Inhale, find your length. Step or float it back as you're ready. Inhaling and exhaling. Let the right leg rise here. Exhale, stepping through. This time, classical Parsvottanasana. Stepping the back foot up about a third of the way. Inhaling to stand. And we'll bring the arms behind us to Namaste at the heart. Inhaling. And when you're ready, exhale. Start to fold in. But can you here push down through the root of the right big toe? And at the same time, pull that right hip back in space. Lengthen the sternum forward towards your toes. And what would it be to even roll the inner thighs back? Beautiful. Bend the knee to come out. We're going to turn straight away to the second side. Both feet turn. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the belly. Exhale, fold in and down. Shoulder heads rising, sternum to the toes. Relax your jaw if needed. Can you make the low back super even, super balanced here? Beautiful. One more breath. Feel the back body breathing. Bend the knee to come out as you inhale to rise. This time, Pavrita Trikonasana. Place the right hand on the right hip. Lift up through the left fingers, left arm, lifting from the back heel. And then can you keep that action in the back foot, grounding through the left heel as the left arm comes down. And then push down through the left arm, spin or spiral the right shoulder head open. Beautiful. Lean back onto the shoulder blades if you can. And if your back is healthy, could you move the left hip back in space? Beautiful. Exhale and release. Hands to the hips, bend the knee to come up all the way to rise. Inhale, lift the heart, arm raising, belly weight, ground into the back heel, almost like roots from a tree, pulling you into the back body, into that strong and stable back leg. The right hand is grounded. The left arm is raising. Lean back. Slide the shoulder blades down and away from the ears. Can you grow longer here? Regardless of depth, can you get length? Take one more breath and release. Beautiful. When you're ready, pick up the toes of the left foot, rolling into wide-legged straddle pose. Pasardapadottanasana. Start to walk the hands back. The fingertips are pointing towards your forehead. The elbows are shoulders distance, and the wrists are right under the elbows. Engage the quads, maybe even lean into the legs, so let the toes catch you. Beautiful. And if you can, walk the hands back a little more. Maybe the head will come to the earth. Let the belly hollow out. Inhale, get length. Pick up the toes of the right foot. And we're going to roll into lunge, right into lizard pose. Lift the heart, right hip pulls back. And then as you exhale, straighten both legs, fold in. A couple beats like this. Inhale, shoulder heads back, sternum rising. Exhale, round, belly hollowing back, leading the way. Inhale, lift. Exhale. And then when you're ready, can you stay low? And maybe for some of you, you can hover that back knee. But if you hover the back knee, keep wrapping the tailbone forward. Keep moving the right hip back in space. Just notice what you feel. Place the left knee down. We're going to open the right arm up into a twist, into a quad stretch. Beautiful. Heel towards the hip if you can. Belly to the heart if you can. Just feel how those variations are a little different. Beautiful. Release the foot. Pull the hips back here. Half Hanumanasana. Beautiful. Shifting forward as you're ready. Standing splits. Let the left leg rise into the air. Sternum to the toes. Just as far as it'll go. But can you keep the hips balanced? Bring the feet together. Chair pose is Utkatasana, reaching, feeling the hips descend. Exhale and fold. Inhale, find your length. Stepping back with the right foot. Beautiful. Walking the hands to the inside of the left leg, finding this lizard pulse here. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, straighten both legs, hips pull back, sternum to the toes. Inhale to rise. Beautiful. Exhaling in. Nice. Inhale, heart rising, shoulder blades back. And then this time, maybe staying. It may feel better just to leave the knee on the ground, but if you can here, maybe hover that right knee. Pull the left hip back, lift the belly to the heart. Good. Notice what you feel. Dropping the back knee, turning here, the left arm open. Big breath in, right into the quad stretch. Can you slide the right thigh bone back? And then just ever so sweetly turning the coccyx, the tailbone, to your back knee. Let's pull the hips back, sternum to the toes. Relax the jaw, roll the inner thighs to the wall behind you. Beautiful. And when you're ready, here we go for that standing split. You can see here, I've anchored my forearm around my calf, and there's just supporting me as I grow my chest towards the thigh. The closer I can keep my ribs to the thigh, the more flexion I'll get in the pelvis, and that's really what I want. Inhale, chair pose all the way to rise, all the way to fold down, exhaling. Inhaling, lift the heart. Exhale, step or float it back, Vinyasa, And we're coming into downward facing dog. Very good. Let's inhale, shift forward for plank, lowering all the way down as you're ready. On your next breath, extend the left arm forward. We're going to roll back onto our left side, just like we did at the very beginning of class. Let the right arm raise. We're going to take the right arm over. The feet are flexed strongly. Toes curled towards your hips, and you're looking for that balance. Reach the fingers away from the feet away from the fingers. Take a breath, and then in one breath, roll onto the belly. Swim the arms behind you. Grab your ankles. Dhanurasana. Inhale to rise. Heels reaching, crown of the head reaching. Everything super steady. Maybe even point the toes here. One more breath. Exhale and release. Beautiful. When you're ready, take the right arm forward. We're rolling onto our right side. You can turn the right palm to the sky. Let's take the left arm straight up. Turn the palm towards the wall behind you and then reach it over. And it's a length. We're reaching the heels away from the fingers, but not trying to resist the tendency of the left hip wrapping back, actually wanting the left hip to wrap forward. Notice where this stretch is coming from. Release the muscle around the neck. When you're ready, right onto the belly, swim the arms around. Inhale, coming up, Dhanurasana. Can the thighs lift? Can the thighs lift? Can the chest lift? Take one more breath here and exhale to release. Beautiful. Pressing back, child's pose. Beautiful. Breathe into the back body, steady breath. Inhale, shift forward. We're going to bring the forearms down. So we're about to move into a little inversion work. If you know this is new for you, you can always just work dolphin, which is forearms down, almost like down dog with one leg and then the other. But if you're going for the inversion today, we're moving into Pinchamayurasana. I have a block between my thumb and my index finger, and that's creating a steadiness. Push down through your elbows, that same reach we've been exploring. Push down through your elbows and then lift up. See if the right leg can rise into the air. And 1, 2, 3, inhale up, kick up, reach through the heels, reach through the elbow points. Reach through the heels, reach through the elbow points. Can you get any length in the back body? And if you have a variation, you can see I'm taking a splits variation here. Not required, but if you can, let that right leg come forward, maybe bend the left toes towards the head. One more, and exhale, come down and rest. Beautiful. Breathe into the back body. Notice if the breath has started to move quickly. Just coming back to center, just centering back again. Good. We're going to move into the second side here. When you're ready, you have the block, inner hand grounded. We're going to curl the toes under. And you can see where you want to work with this. If you're just working strength, you're just going to lift into dolphin. If you're going up, left leg is rising. Try to kick up with the other leg. It's okay if you don't make it the first time. It's okay if you don't make it the first time. Maybe you'll make it the second time. It's okay. Lift the back ribs. Breathe steadiness. And if you're going to do that variation, can you hear us start to softly let the left leg come forward? So second leg, second side. Bend the knee to the head if you can, and down you come. Beautiful. It's okay. If not today, maybe tomorrow. And if not tomorrow, then, who cares? My teacher used to say, it doesn't matter that we balance. It matters that we try to balance. It's about the whole game. Beautiful. When you're ready, we're going to come all the way to lie down on our back. You see, your wholeness doesn't exist in the poses. But are you willing to try? Are you willing to be open enough, to be present enough, to just see what is there? What's the potential there? And who is the one inquiring today? Every day is different. All right, let's take bridge pose. When you're ready, bring the elbows to the earth and then almost tuck them in like robot pose. We're going to lift the hips here, turn the toes and heels softly out. Feel the back ribs rise. Beautiful. And we'll exhale and come down. As always, 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 you're welcome to stay with camel pose. But if you can, bring the arms around. Beautiful, behind you. Fingertips under shoulder heads and maybe coming up for wheel. Maybe coming up for wheel. Beautiful. From down through the arms, can you feel that sense, that same sense of reach we've been cultivating through the whole practice? Inner thighs rolling down, heels grounded, but also palms rooted to the earth, pushing up and away. And coming down, we're just letting the breath recalibrate, letting the breath come in. Take another inhale. Exhale. One more for today. When you're ready, elbows grounded. Inhale, lift the hips. And we're going to start to set it up. So already the awareness is cultivated. Already very deeply involved. Bring the fingertips down. Come on to the top of the head or roll all the way up. But can you keep the triceps wrapping forward? Can you keep the back of the heart full? Beautiful. Notice if you're pressing. Right? Can you find some sense of balance? That's why it's a wheel, sense of balance. Beautiful. Coming all the way down. Deep inhale. Complete exhale. Very nice. Hands on the belly if that feels good to you, or anywhere that feels right. And when you're ready, we're going to bring the hands behind the head and extend the legs here, flexing the feet strongly, toes towards the hips. And if we do big back work, then it's always a good idea to activate the front of the body. So take a deep breath in, exhale and lift. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, lift the heart. We're coming into crunches. Exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale, lift and pause and draw the knees to the sky. And here we go. Exhaling. Legs to the sky. Exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale, strong core. Inhaling, exhaling. And then maybe we can hover the right leg about 1 inch off the floor. Keep lifting the sternum. Can you feel that heel reaching away? Can you feel the left hip tucking in? Strong center, steady mind. On the next breath, inhale, right leg rising. And let's take the left leg 1 inch off the floor. Beautiful. Belly button to spine. Can you let the sternum rise at a faster rate than the elbows? Maybe even lean the head back if you can. One more breath. And then release. Exhale. Bring the knees into the chest. We're going to rock it up. Beautiful. And coming right into a seated twist here. And coming right into our hip opener here. Gomukha Asana. The left leg is under and the right leg is over, knees stacked. And of course, if this is not comfortable for you, I invite you to extend the bottom leg, the left leg. Bringing the hands to the third eye. And as you're ready, exhale and fold in. Become